Hey, you think you got hired with a bunch, but you actually getting fired among the bunches. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is Hire a Bunch and Fire Bunches. My name is Ram, and I'm here back to help you guys with more job application, job interview, and job offer questions. So today's episode, we're going over I would say a hack and tips article that was created for help any freelancers that is doing interview with their clients or potential clients on the freelance platform Upwork. If you remember, I did have a episode in a previous episode that we going through some of the very common typical interview questions that was asked by potential clients, listed by the different Upwork freelancers. And I just did some research and I collected and I did a question and answer section for it. However, today I got a article that I think was developed by official Upwork staff that was talking about how you're supposed to do interview preparations. But first of all, before we move on, let me ask you one question. What type of interviews do you think is your interview on Upwork with your potential clients? I'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Did you get it? Okay, so if you remember on a previous episode, we talking about types of interview, right? That's one of my earliest episodes. So for any potential interview with your potential clients on Upwork, basically it's an in-person interview. Otherwise, you were asked to talk to some machine or robots during your interview with your potential clients. And then second of all, because usually people hire staff or freelancers through Upwork when they are both remote to each other, right? So this is going to be something like teleconference interview. So this is going to be like a cyber interview or online interview, whatever you think. You're not gonna sitting in a coffee shop. Most likely, you're basically face to face through the screens, computer screens or cell phone apps, and sometimes you can even go on TV, something like that. So that's what it is. So and then basically we're just started preparing everything like you were doing an in-person interview, and also you're preparing for your questions to ask just like it's gonna be on a conference, like teleconference. And don't assume you're not gonna get interviewed by panels. So that's gonna happen as well. All right. Before we move on, okay, make sure you guys check my Linktree link below for some other goodies. And if you really like my content, I really appreciate if you can support me on Buy Me a Coffee, and I'll make sure I buy a coffee. And of course, check my Linktree link below for my other platforms for some other goody stuff. All right, let's move on. So, I have this article officially from Upwork, which is talking about how you're supposed to prepare an interview and give you some great advice and tips. So I'm going to review it and see if anything clicked by our previous episodes, and then we can expand it a little bit, right? Okay. So interview tips for making great impression from Upwork, Casey Moorhead. All right, I think she's working for Upwork. So basically, before the interview, research company. All right. So if you remember, I always keep saying what? Research. So go back to that episode and to check how we're supposed to do the research company. But here, the article said, if possible, also try out the company's products. Man, that's that's above and beyond. But since you're gonna be doing some work for as a freelancer on Upwork for this potential client, they might give you some samples, right? Either their programs, apps, or API database. I'm just assuming anything. So, and let's see. All right, that's going to be during the interview. Before the interview, research company, mission statement, core values, culture, unique selling propositions, and competitors, research, recent product. So that's basically what I was talking about in the previous episode. Research their priorities, right? Their current issues, their competitors, basically SWOT of that company. If possible, try out the company's products and service. Yep. Have you ever used our product service before? Be prepared to answer the questions. What do you like about the product? Is there anything you would change for that? So I think that's one thing I need to highlight. The next one, prepare example of your work, of course. Basically, you can combine all that with your interview question and answer preparations, right? So make some stories that can showcase your successful stories and also your failures. But make sure for the failures, you make a outcome or a result that makes you either work harder or learn more from the job, so that you can better yourself in the future, especially in this hiring position, right? And review the job posting. Okay, that's another one. So basically, review the job post or the job description, and that's actually resemble what I was talking about in this episode previously, how we can make out of the job description at the maximum we can. Either writing up a great resume for your job application or preparing your job interview in this situation or from this article, right? And then the third one is focus on company's needs that I want to highlight. Basically, it's also part of the research game. You need to understand the priority company, the issues, the current project, any obstacles and hurdles that make the hiring team stop. So make sure you have that in your mind and make sure you have answer question prepared for that. So that's pretty much it. Tell the compelling story. Yep. So basically that's pretty much it. Did you get it? If you did not, make sure you leave comment below and I'll check it. I'll make sure I make another 2 or 3 episodes in regards of your comments, guys. But before you leave, make sure you guys check the interview, my 100 interview question and answer challenge. That is also a very good review of what's going on in this Upwork tips and to help you guys prepare for more job interview question besides interview on Upwork. Okay, so so that's it for today, and please make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you when I see you for the next episode. Peace out.